welcome. Okay, so this video I'm going to do a little bit differently because we've got loads of different little places in Cornwall that we're probably going to find random pubs or random bits to eat at. So I'm going to wedge them all, so I'll be wearing different clothes and different days, and it'll be very confusing for me to edit, but you know, you might enjoy it. So we have checked into our little cottage, which is just outside St Austell, St Austell, I think someone called it, St Austell I would say. And we've come down to Charlestown, and the harbour bit at Charlestown, there's people swimming, and it's about 6:30 in the evening on a Sunday night. Plenty of people are having a good time, having a swim, and we're down here. We're going to go into Pier House in a minute, I think, and have a drink. But we've got ourselves some fish and chips coming from this down here. It doesn't get it's not going to get much fresher, is it, than coming from there. So Charlestown Fish Co. Just down here on the waterfront. But yeah, what a lovely looking little place. And then we'll work through a few pubs up here from Charlestown. See what we find. I hope this fish and chips is good. I've been looking forward to this all day. Fish and chips has arrived. It looks pretty damn good. So yeah, it's Charlestown Fish Co. right down here in Charlestown on the seafront where we are. Cod and chips, some calamari, and some scampi. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh wow.
Fresh.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get fresher than this. That looks amazing to me. Well happy. Yeah, I want to truly fed now. The temptation to jump in here is quite strong. As many people are. I can't believe it. It's like nearly 7 o'clock. There's a pebbly little beach and stuff down there. There's a seagull. But I think it's time for us to get ourselves a pint. So let's go and explore the pier house. A little beer selection here, including two that I've never tried before. So I am trying them. These two, Monterey and Falmouth Dry. That stout I've had before from St Austell, really good. But yeah, brilliant little place this. Absolutely gorgeous. And the views from out on the terrace, absolutely superb. Yeah, look how beautiful it is in here. Food looks and smells phenomenal as well. Very impressed. Very impressed indeed. Right next door to Pier House, so come out of there. Right next door is Harbour, Charlestown. This is a craft beer bar. Dive into coastal brewing. You know, that looks right up my street. Let's go and see. I was right, it's very much up my street. It's pretty cool. Good beer board. The smart ones amongst you will easily be able to tell off this board which one I've gone for. You're right, it is the Bodie, the pineapple sour. A great selection of craft cans from lots of different places and things in here. And people waving at me, which is always nice, which is always good to see. But yeah, a very nice, very beautiful looking place. A few other bits down here that aren't open on a Sunday night, sadly. One called the Rum Sailor, the little rum bar in a cave. So that looks up our street, but that's not open, sadly. But if you walk slightly from the harbour there is this good looking place. Looks like there's another St Austell Ales pub called the Rashley Arms. So we might as well, while we're here, be rude not to, wouldn't it? Stop and have one in there. Yeah, obviously it's a St Austell pub. So, as you would expect to find, 4 of St Austell's own ales and stuff on. That is St Austell as well, Corra of the Lager, harbour from just over the road as well, so very local. But it's a nice looking bar. Watch all the sport and stuff in here as well. Yeah. Decent little boozer. Hope you enjoyed. So that was Sunday's 3 in the video. And the space we were at Charlestown was Sunday. So today's Monday 2nd of September. We've come to Newquay. So I'm not going to put any of the pubs that we're going to today in this video. There's a whole separate Newquay video on for you to enjoy, of all the haunts and the best pubs that we got to on that day. But we are obviously in Newquay, and it would be remiss of me not to just show some of the beautiful parts of the place. So that is Newquay Beach. And stuff. That was one of the beaches in Newquay anyway. Pretty beautiful looking place. So even for a Monday, the town centre is pretty lively, pretty happening. It's only lunchtime as well. But yeah, that's pretty nice, that, isn't it? So we're going to head back up there and go and do some more pubs. But thought I would just show you, and I'll be back on this video in 2 seconds, and as if by magic it'll be Tuesday. Okay, so the Cornwall Adventures one is continuing. So it is still the Newquay day. We jumped in a cab. We did all in Newquay. We jumped in a cab. We come to a village called Crantock, which counts as Newquay, but it's not quite Newquay, and you definitely can't walk here from Newquay unless you're a really keen walker, and I'm not. Good, but I don't want to. So this was shouted out to us massively. Old Albion Inn, and it is pretty beautiful, isn't it? That this little village, honestly, is tiny, but there's also another pub right behind it called the Cornwall. So we're gonna get 2 done for you right now, probably. But the Old Albion Inn will be our next stop of the day, and it is yeah, pretty spectacular from the outside. Beautiful. Colour the ales on. Really good looking menu, but I'm not gonna pan around it because I'm idiot, but plenty of the Lily's ciders on. But just have a look at how absolutely beautiful this place is. So it is just, yeah, I can totally vibe with a place like this all the time, can't I? Like, this is absolutely stunning. Lovely old fireplace again, looking like that, isn't it? Beams, low ceilings, wonderful looking place all around. But another sorry, a fireplace and stuff all around there. Great seating. Then actually got another bar, bigger bit bar on this side with your usual sort of your beers and stuff on. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Really impressed. Belter of a pub, that is. So yeah, coming out of the Old Albion Inn then, let's bring you straight across the road to the Cornishman. And we'll wander in here. Again, good beer garden space, isn't it? Can't knock that. I'm having such a good time. This is deceptively large. Loads of people dine. And again, the food smells absolutely brilliant. 4 ales. And this I've never seen before. Newquay Sim. It's not on, so I couldn't have one. It's not on, so I couldn't have one, but I've never seen that before, so hopefully sometime while we're still in Cornwall I will manage to find one of those. That looks pretty up my street. Okay, other one in Crantock, although Google Maps reckons it's West Pentry, another thing. But if you want to walk, you can do it in about 20 minutes to this. It is going to get dark on us in a minute though. I assume it's called the Bogey Inn. Bogey? Bogey. Yeah, that stained glass window is beautiful, isn't it? I assume this is called the Bogey Inn. That's what we're going to call it anyway. Free house, open daily. It does shut at 9, I believe. So we've got it just in time. Very modern, purpose built. But again, let's walk you over here. So we've come up that road. We've walked up there. But yeah, look at that for looking out across the ocean and everything else. Idyllic, really. What a beautiful view. So let's go and see what the Bogey Inn's like inside. Brings modern to another level of modern. So they don't serve at the bar at all. You can sit at the table and scan a QR code, or you know, like when you go to McDonald's and you can order on the touch. In here, there are 4 touch screens, so we're going to order together. Holly doesn't want one, so we're going to. Imagine if you're absolutely. So we're ordering Bogey Inn. So we are at the Bogey Inn. I can't imagine being absolutely steaming. No, dogs. You can order a dog in here. Oh. Right,
but
drinks.
If you're steaming, you just want to
Here we go, drinks. Right.
Like drink people in McDonald's.
Hot drinks, cocktails, ciders, lagers, spirits, ale. Here we go. In for the ales. Cask and keg. You're here we go. Patchwork rocket. So I want a half of this because I've not done this. Half of that. Add to order. View order. This is literally like being in McDonald's. Next. Eat in or order at table. Select a table. Holly, select me a table. Holly, find me a table. I don't know. Holly will find me a table, but you get my gist. So I don't know what I feel about this. It's different. 107. 107. So we're ordering on that. Accept. Well, are you ready to place your order? Yeah, I was ready to place my order at the bar 10 minutes ago. So. Honestly, that is possibly the very worst way to order a drink I've ever found. Oh, I've got a receipt though, look. So they are actually winning over McDonald's on the fact that the receipt printer actually works. But that is the weirdest way I've ever ordered a drink. in my life. Show you, by the way, how beautiful the bar is. So these are what they've actually got on in here. Some really good options and stuff. I say it's very modern. It's very modern feeling, and it's different. But yeah, very, very beautiful looking bar all around it. That is, again, the views. Just the views. What a great looking bar. Up at the top bit of the bar. So it is. It's very modern looking, but it's very nice looking. You don't mind the ordering like that. I thought that was well weird, but honestly, let me know in the comments what you think about that kind of ordering system. Holly says she's all for it.
No, I think you should do both. I think if it's busy at the bar, you should be able to order separately on a machine. But I think if there's nobody in here at the bar, which there wasn't, you should just be able to order at the bar.
I still think it's weird. So we're still sat here thinking, obviously at the moment, about the whole ordering on a screen for alcohol and things like that in it. So bar staff don't see how drunk you are when you get there. So anyone can sit at a table, pretend they're sober, and order as many drinks as they like on that machine, and they'll be delivered to the table. Where's the ID checks? Anybody can come in here being 7. I mean, I know I'm old because I am old, but it sounds problematic to me. The whole thing sounds problematic to me from start to finish. I don't really get it. There's no accountability from the bar staff on it. Too drunk or too young, yeah. I think you can come in here and probably get absolutely wankered and just sit in there, because I don't see. No offense to the bar staff, they love it. I don't see anybody particularly taking accountability. But yeah, they've got no card machines on the bar, so I assume they don't have cash either. It's well bizarre. That is one of the most bizarre ordering methods for a pub, and it just does not work for a pub serving alcohol. Okay, for those watching this in the trip to Cornwall video, this is our final stop of the night. For those watching this in the 10 pubs you must visit in Cornwall video, just wow, we haven't even gone in yet, but it's 15 minutes in a cab we were to get to Smuggler's Den Inn. Literally, we were told, do not, under any circumstances, go to Cornwall and not find this. And honestly, the roads that cab came down, single track, narrow roads. It looks amazing. It looks like a thatched roof type place. Yeah, it literally is in the middle of pretty much nowhere. I don't even know where we are. We're in maybe Trebellan, I think that's where it is. Yeah, Trebellan. So it is just one of those places that looks utterly incredible. So look at that, thatched roofs. That's the middle of the pub bit with the lights on. But yeah, so Smuggler's Den Inn. Let's go and see. Just wow. Nails on, but got decent tap choices going on. But it feels like it is just, yeah. I mean, it's called the Smuggler's Den, isn't it? So yeah, a couple of ales and bits on, but it's just the stone walls, the low beams, the impressiveness of everything about it in here again is just, look at that, yeah. Smuggler's Den. So feels old, feels beautiful. Feels well looked after, well kept. Again, the food smells absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, just everything about it feels beautiful. What a great looking pub in general, all round. And another, as you'd expect, look, great looking fireplace at either end, big fireplace at either end. How superb does that look? The stone walls are just stunning. The low beams. Yeah, you can't fault this place at all. Yeah, pretty incredible. Come find us. Full history. So 16th century farmhouse. I mean, it does feel like an old, really old. You've seen the stone walls that want to run it. Feels like an old stone farmhouse. So 16th century farmhouse. Sounds like it's been occupied permanently since then. It's never closed. It's never been derelict. It's never been empty. Sketchy over when the time it turned into an inn, where there are rumours of barrels being rolled out from here from the 18th century. So yeah, it's beautiful. I love a place with stone walls, low beams and ceilings and things like that. So this is one that, yeah, it's hidden away, well hidden away in the sticks nowhere. The village is called Kubert, apparently, Cubert. Look it up. come and find it for yourselves, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. It is spectacular. Right, I know you're following the video in sort of chronological order, day by day, so this is the third day that we've been out doing this video. And we've stopped in the village of, I am never going to get this right, Perananworthal. I don't know. Perananworthal. You can help me out with this, you know?
I don't even know. No, I'm not even good at this.
Perananworthal, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, right, this one we're on our way to do a little bit of filming around sort of the area at the bottom of Cornwall, and we literally saw this, the Newquay Inn, and decided it looked very nice. So it looks like it's a St Austell Brewery pub again, and every one of theirs that we've done thus far in this video has been absolutely beautiful, hasn't it? It looks very nice. It's on a busy sort of through road, so we figured we would include it. So the Newquay Inn is our first stop of today. Okay, so I double checked, and it's called Perananworthal, or something like that. Anyway, that's pretty much us. The stone, the low seat. It's got really low ceilings all around, but it is a beautiful little stop off. This. Really pleased we did stop in here. Lots of diners and people eating. We've got three ales on St Austell. Obviously, two of them are the St Austell ones, but it's gorgeous. Perananworthal. Is that right? No? There's a lady now telling me that's not right. Go on, tell me. Go on. Peranworthal. I'm never going to get this. I'm going to give up. Just a few miles away from the place with the completely impossible name that I'm never going to try and say again is Penryn. So just outside Falmouth, Penryn. And I couldn't come to Cornwall, could I, without visiting one of my brewing heroes, Penzance. I have a tap room down here on an industrial estate, and I've been very, very much looking forward to this one ever since we said we were coming to Cornwall. So this is one for the ages. This is one I've been very excited by this, and I just know there's going to be some glorious beers on in here. So let's go and explore Penzance Brewing tap room. I told you I was excited to come here, didn't I? And I've already bought myself takeout cans to go with, but just look at some of the lineup of stuff they've got in here. So look at that double dipper. Oh, double IPAs are one of my favourite things. One of my favourite inventions in the entire world, I'd say. And all of the beers that I've ever had from these guys have always been absolutely superb. You can see all the brewing in the background. What a quality size tap room. Absolutely wicked place. So definitely come and check this out. So distracted by the amount of great beers and things and the brewing process. I forgot to mention they also have a pizza station with a brilliant pizza oven at the back of the tap room. How cool is that? This place is dead, and I can't wait to crack some of these bad boys open. Brewery's impressive. That is an absolutely superb looking brewery down there. Absolutely brilliant looking. That is where the magic happens, folks. That's where the magic happens. So, just along from Penryn, where Penzance is Falmouth. So we've made it there. There's a couple here that we want to do, but I've just got to show you this. Look at this view. That is quite spectacular, isn't it? So that is the view you will get from our next stop, which is the Boathouse pub. Just there. But yeah, it really doesn't get a lot more beautiful than a lot of the places we've been in Cornwall. Blown away by some of these views. Let's go and see what the Boathouse has got to offer. Equally as beautiful in here as the view is from outside. Plenty of ales on. Some good other choices amongst the taps. No thank you. Eating's cheating and all that. But it is a stunning looking place inside. So Cornwall Tourism Pub of the Year for 2023, according to the award up on the door as we came in. But yeah, you see where the views are from out there. What a phenomenal looking little pub. Absolutely brilliant. These are the sort of the gems that nobody had actually shouted these out to us to come to. So it's nice that we're sort of finding them as we go and just going, right, got to go and do that. But you imagine sitting having your dinner just here and looking out on that. Just wow. I'm mega impressed by this. The inside view from where we were sat is wonderful, but if you want to sit outside as well, dine al fresco or drink al fresco, then yeah, the garden space on the boathouse as well is pretty nice. Yeah, I think I like Falmouth. Okay, one of our main reasons for coming to Falmouth was to find something that we'd heard only good things about. I mean, what's not to love about a place that's not only a pub, it's also a bookshop. Yeah, you heard me right, a bookshop and a pub all rolled into one. And I'd seen a video of this before we came down here and thought it looked absolutely unique and wicked. So, centred on Bell's Court, up here is Beowulf Books. And this place, yeah, the video I saw looked absolutely brilliant. So, nice beer garden on the outside. Beautiful looking old tree house, this. But apparently, yeah, it is a bookshop and a pub. So let's get ourselves inside and take a look at this one. I want to blind react to you, so I'm going to film as we go. As I said, this is with a beautiful staircase, like wooden staircase you come in. And I've not been up here yet. Holly's up, but I've not been up here yet. Look how beautiful this place looks. That is quite the book collection. Wow. Yeah, this place is pretty snazzy and pretty cool. Some pinball machines for those that love that sort of thing. One over in the corner as well. But yeah, look at this. This place is absolutely brilliant. And music, poetry, science, travel, thought, fiction, art, everything you could possibly think of is covered. Pretty cool. Some epic beers in here as well. Whatever you could want cider. So I've gone for this in here, the stout, and it is a very good stout. But there is some absolute quality stuff on in here. Loads of ales. Thanks, Bob. Loads of joy. Whatever you could want in here, you can find. I think this place is epic. So make sure you come and check this one out. A truly incredible place. That is, the people that run it, the staff, everyone in there is absolutely lovely as well. Full of praise for Falmouth and Cornwall, full of knowledge of Cornwall, and we could have stayed in there a long time. And even I bought myself some books. I don't know when I'm going to have time to read them, apart from on holiday maybe, when we're not out touring pubs. But prices of these. So these are brand new books. Both say brand new. £6, £5. Paul McCartney biography and a Freddie Mercury biography.
They'd be about £15.
Yeah,
so.
at least probably. So look at the size. This Paul McCartney book. So the books in there are excellent condition, new books, and greatly priced as well.
Well,
so that,
£10.99.
honestly, that is a belter of a place. We could have stayed all day in Falmouth, to be honest, but there's too much there for us to do today. So we want to try and get round to Penzance, and on the way to Penzance, we've stopped off in the town of Helston. Hellstone, but without the E. Basically, mythological story is that Michael, you know, Saint Michael with the sword and all that, fought the devil above here many years ago, and took the stone from Hell's Gate, and it was slung down and wedged itself in the ground in this town, hence taking its name, Helston. Hey, who am I to argue with religion? If that's what people say, that must be the truth. Just like it's on the internet, it's definitely true. But we come here, we definitely will go back to Falmouth. We'll finish that as a whole crawl. Probably next year we'll come down here for a week or so, because Falmouth looks to have loads in it. But we have come down because we have heard about this one. It's the Blue Anchor, and this is the home of Spingo Real Ale. I've told I've got to try Spingo. This is the oldest brewery, as you can see, in Cornwall, and one of, so Holly tells me, only 4 original breweries in the country that are still brewing their own beer. Still brewing their own beer. One of 4 original breweries in the country still brewing their own beer. Looks pretty magical to me, and I can't wait to get a taste of this Spingo. So Spingo is made with the water from their own well, apparently. Still using the old brewing process and everything else, so I'm well excited for this. Can't wait to try some Spingo. That's what I'm wondering. If the locals are telling me. This gentleman here in the Ipswich Town shirt, congratulations on promotion, by the way. This gentleman is to try the middle of the Spingo ales, yes. And this is the best pint.
Best pint in the country
by a mile. In the country by a mile. So I will definitely trust you. on that one and go with that. This place is pretty beautiful. So Spingo probably isn't still made with water from their own well, but it used to be. So that may have changed over time, but it is still brewed here on site. I've got myself, they do it in 3 different strengths as well. So I've got myself the middle, and I've taken 2 away, which you can see the smooth hoppy tan ale is at 4%, and the special ale at 6.6. So we can add those, the collection of beers for the day, which is making my wife ever so happy, isn't it, dear? Yeah. But yeah, this is the other side then of the room. So that's the bar room where we just were a minute ago. But let's have a wander through here, because it is just brilliantly set out, isn't it? Little room, you can tell the age of a place. All the stone walls are fantastic. All these little rooms and alcoves. This is the back room to where the bar is. So the bar through there, look. And look at that fireplace. This is honestly breathtakingly beautiful. What a fantastic, beautifully placed wrestling match on Helston Downs. First prize £10. I never used to get paid £10 when I wrestled. But this is absolutely
This was
fantastic.
built in 1115.
1115, you tell me. Wow.
800, 900 years ago.
Wow. Built, look at those steps. The monks built it. So there you go. That is the brewery.
The brewery's in there. Through the blue door.
Fantastic. This is.
And it's only little.
Yeah, I can see it. This is incredible. This is incredible. Those steps are something else as well. For them.
They extended it all day over the year, but that's huge down here.
Wow. That's superb. The locals are very passionate about this place and very knowledgeable about it as well. Obviously little modern bits of the garden and things, but yeah, so the brewery there, just up there. Phenomenal little place. Well sort of tucked away in a little town that you perhaps wouldn't think to come to. But honestly, you definitely should. You know, so you know, it's very tough to show us in the brewery, so we're gonna go up these steps. But these steps are fantastic. Mind me Edge, yep. I've found that's a running theme in Cornwall, mind me Edge. Yeah. Wow.
The old school bats and that.
Wow. That is absolutely phenomenal. So all the magic happens in here.
Magic bat here.
So where was the well then?
I don't actually know, I've been here that long, but I think it was in this cupboard.
In this cupboard down there, yeah.
Right, yeah. But it's
Wow.
covered up now. So.
That is absolutely incredible. It's just superb. Thanks, bud. I really appreciate that. Don't I treat you? Incredible little tour, isn't it? So yeah, the well obviously was in a little room. He's just shown us on the way back. The well is obviously locked away. It's covered over now, but for years they did. This was Camera Pub of the Year. No. It's been in that's right. This has been in every single edition of the Good Beer Guide. It's a camera lover's dream. And this is Spingo, so I've got the middle that I'm trying now. Three versions, try the middle. I tell you what, that is beautiful stuff. Spingo, the one called the middle, 5% I think this one. That, look at the colour of that. Absolutely brilliant. This is a 10 out of 10. For an old pub lover like me, this is a 10 out of 10. Wonderful place. Okay, right, we've made it to Penzance Station, which is very nice. I've never been to Penzance before, Holly has.
Once.
Where are we going?
Admiral Benbow.
Admiral Benbow. Again, I think this is the sort of place that probably needs its own crawl, but you know, we're trying to get through as much as we can in one day. Different towns, different places, and then that last one, how amazing was that? So, let's go and find the Admiral Benbow, get a couple in Penzance done. Why not, eh? Very impressed with Penzance as a look so far. Just walking along on the way to the Admiral Benbow, and you can see how clear that water is. It's absolutely phenomenal. People swimming there. I would swim in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. It's a gorgeous little place. But we've got pubs to go to, so we're going this way. So, we found it. It was uphill, but I've got my breath back and I'm ready to talk to you. So, Admiral Benbow, just here. Serving pirates, smugglers and rum since 1695. That's some time, isn't it? I mean, it looks old, it's beautiful looking. But we'll come back over here on the roof. That's quite funny. It's just it's a gorgeous looking pub again. Pirates flags outside, as you would expect, obviously being in Penzance. Those of you who know the Pirates of Penzance, the musical and film, obviously as well. But yes, Admiral Benbow. Then let's take you in here and show you this. But this is Penzance's jewel in the crown, I believe. Herb in here, some decent beers. Got Devon red cider in here. Never having had that before. Try that one. Flowers on there.
Thank you.
On there.
What have you got?
So it's a dead cool looking little place. I see why everybody had shouted this out to us. So I'll have a wander through the rest of it in a minute, but let's park ourselves in this corner. The environment here is brilliant. Been through. It looks like an actual pirate ship and things like that inside, which is pretty cool, isn't it? I actually think this is one of my favourites that we've been to so far. But yeah. Wow. Where are you taking me? Oh wow. Just gets more and more impressive the further through you go. That's a ship's captain wheel, isn't it, that? Obviously the restaurant-y bit at the back of it. But this feels like, yeah, it's decked out in here. Feels like a pirate ship, which is brilliant. What a fantastic place. Penzance, eh? Pirate themed, who knew? Anybody really. Yeah, I think this is pretty incredible. You've got to come and see this one for yourself. Just feels absolutely brilliant. Absolutely great. Really isn't far to walk from Admiral Benbow, just there, to the Turk's Head. You have to excuse the police car that's outside it. I've no idea where the police might be, but they're not in the car. So this, that's at Finehouse Craft Beer and Rums. We'll see about the craft beer. But this was the childhood home of Thomas Holloway, philanthropist, visionary founder of the Royal Holloway College. And according to the sign outside, so I'm going to assume it's true, this is the oldest pub in Penzance. So a 13th century tavern, which looks pretty special. So, it would be silly not to do the oldest pub in Penzance while we're in Penzance. So up next to the Turk's Head. Gorgeous in here. How's on? Do some craft, the damp on things again. Look at that. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Gorgeous little seating bit. Plenty of other stuff. I like it. Very beautiful little pub. The fireplace in the corner, but yeah, that's what the rest of the bar looks like. So it's very, very nice. Penzance's oldest pub. Been tempted into eating because they've got a brilliant looking little menu. Holly fancies that chicken schnitzel, and I'm definitely going to have this slow cooked shoulder of lamb shepherd's pie. Sounds fantastic. So why not while we're here? Yeah. Let's have some munch. Food here looks really good. So Holly's got a schnitzel. I'd say that looks pretty impressive. And my shepherd's pie is literally making my mouth water. Ooh. Very impressive. But you wouldn't realise that even you follow down the old, that food by the way was absolutely exquisite, but big beer garden at the back. You have to come down from the bar through this exquisite little passageway and you find it. But that food, honestly, if you only make one decision when you're down in Penzance, come and eat at the Turk's Head. You will not be disappointed. It was absolutely brilliant. There are some very interesting buildings in Penzance to look at. I never know what that is. But what? Did you see what it was?
It's a shop.
It's a shop.
The building deserves to have some explanation.
Yeah. Dead interesting looking building. But on the same street as the Turk's Head and the Admiral Benbow is the Union Hotel. And this was actually recommended to us to do. So although we're kind of on the wind down and we need to get back to our train, it would be silly not to do this while we're still outside. So let's do the Union Hotel. If you want a little bit of history, this historic building was standing in Elizabethan times when it's thought to have been the manor house of Penzance. Witnessed the Armada and also the Spanish attack on the town, 1595, when it was set on fire by the invaders. Smoke blackened walls can still be seen today in the Nelson Bar, which I assume is this beautiful looking bar through this window that we're going to go in and see. So, nice little bit of history. This place is beautiful again inside, the stone wall. Look at the stonework and the fireplace. Anything like that in here. It just feels grand and beautiful and historic. So it's a gorgeous place. Yeah, you can feel the history seeping over you as you see in places like this, and I love it. I think there's one more in us, and that's it. Then we're going to have to make it back to the train. Not far to walk. 2.5, 3 tops for the Star Inn, which is going to be our last stop of the little Cornwall tour. I think we've done a good little mix. There's so much in all of these towns in Cornwall that we need to come back. Penzance needs its own crawl, 100%. So pleased to have got through a few, but let's go and see what the Star Inn has to offer, and we'll take it from there. Fantastically set out. Different levels. All these stone walls and things are absolutely magnificent again. Everywhere we've been today, or a lot of places we've been today, the low beams, the low ceilings, the stone walls, just look absolutely beautiful. Super pub. Super looking. Absolutely love all these. They're brilliant. The doggies are lovely too. Yeah, 2 big pub dogs that are gorgeous. But yeah, it's a great pub. Great looking. It's great from the front of the pub and sort of scan down. Like, this is a great looking pub. Fantastic looking. Right, that's it for Cornwall excursions. Trip 1. There is so much here that we never stood any chance of getting it done in 3 days. We are definitely going to do a week. I think probably next summer, start of next summer maybe. Get down here, do Penzance in full, do Falmouth in full, and try and do some of the rest. So, it's all been good. It's been emotional. Loved it. Thanks for watching, guys. Off to Bournemouth tomorrow. Bring that on.